What's up, guys? This is Brett back with another Media Tech Minute, and we're just going to go over some formatting of the sermon stuff here real quick. So let's get that timer started. All right, so you can see I have a service laid out for this week for Super Sunday. That's why you'll see all the translations. So there's a few things we want to run through. First is you can see that there's this triangle here on this slide, this slide, this slide. So what that triangle is giving you a warning of, like, something's probably not within the text boxes or frame. So we're just going to click in here, go edit, and immediately I can tell which one's cut off. I don't know if you can, but if we go down here, this text box, you could tell that G is cut off at the very bottom. Fix it. We're just going to slide this up. That plus disappears. But then we can also see the J on this one. So we're just going to slide that down a little bit to let that J fully be seen. The rest is good there. So now if we go back, that one is cleared. And then once again, we'll just go to the next one, do the same thing. It's going to be the same thing, same two boxes. The J on that one, recenter that one. And then that was actually the only one on that one. See, and then that's cleared. And once again, one more. So this is something to keep an eye out for as you put sermons in. Once you put the sermon in, to make sure all those triangles are gone. And then the other thing to do is once you get the sermon in and stuff is that we also need to put in our titles in the places and the points in places. So this full title here, we're going to copy. And this full title is actually going to go, as you can see, this is our reading of the verses, 27 through 30, 27 through 30, 27 through 30, 27 through 30, 27 through 30. So we're going to put it right here at the end. So we'll click that last verse slide and hit paste. That title now goes there. Now something to do, since we've already copied that top title slide, is I'm going to go to the very end and throw it back down here as well. So now we add that to the very end. So that's there. This would be 1 point, but this is just a question for this Sunday. So this is technically the first point. So we're going to copy this point. And we're going to see, okay, this is Philippians 1:27a, and this is John 13:34 through 35. So we're going to put it after each scripture. So 27a, boom, 34 through 35, 34 through 35. This is second point. So we're going to go right in between those two there, paste. And then we're just going to keep doing that all the way through. So point 2, we're going to go right after the next verse reading. And then also, let's see, yep, right after that next verse as well, right before the next point. We got our next point, so we'll make sure to copy. Scroll on down, verse reading, paste it in. Verse reading, paste it in. Copy the next one. Verse reading, paste it in. Verse reading, paste it in. Copy the next one. Verse reading. This is 2 verses, 29 and 30, meaning it's probably going to have 2 slides, so 29 through 30 there. And we'll paste it at the end of those two. And then we also have a Hebrews 12, 1 through 2. Hebrews 12, 1 through 2, so we'll paste it here. Now here's an interesting part for this sermon is that we have a John 16:33a and then John 16:33. So I am not going to paste that between those two because my assumption is we're going to go through this and we're going to probably leave this on screen for a while and then go to the rest of the verse. And then we could go probably just put that last point very here at the end before going back to our main title of the sermon. This could change on Sunday after going through the first service or something. We could realize, okay, maybe it's good to possibly put that in there. But for now, that's where we're going to put it. And so if we go back up now, we should be pretty well set to just go straight through for Sunday. And that is just a quick run through of how to format by putting your title and your points in different areas within the sermons. So hope you guys enjoyed that Media Tech Minute.